When you go from having literally nothing to building a business, to being chosen by 425 magazine as one of the top women to watch in 2018, there just might be something there. The first time I met Kim, I met her at downtown Bellevue Toastmasters. Kim has a bubbly personality and a quiet self-assurance, both of which make you feel like you can confide in her. She works with many of the emerging leaders and top executives in our area, helping to enhance themselves and their success through her life coaching and image consulting business, through Uniquely Savvy. Please welcome the recipient of the District 2 Communications and Leadership Award, Kim Peterson.
Thank you, Belinda and Roxy and Victor, for choosing me to be the recipient of this tremendous award. I have to say it was a stunning, stunning surprise, and I am deeply, deeply honored and humbled. And Toastmasters, if I could share with you just a little bit about who I am and my business, you'll understand why this is so humbling to me today. Healing creates leadership, and leadership creates compassion. Who knew? Well, I'm sure you all knew, because you are Toastmasters, and Toastmasters is where leaders are made. Again, I'm Kim Peterson, and today I am finally living a little bit more of my vision of success. I'm married to my college sweetheart for the last 7 years, and I am the proud mama of my Bernedoodle puppy, Dr. Prescott. His PhD is in love and kindness. Professionally, I get to work with leaders and emerging leaders just like you, who are hungry to step into their purpose and their potential, both on the inside and the out. I get to help you mine the truth of your unique story so you can own your truth, speak your truth, engage in your truth, dress your truth, and live your unique truth, live your unique genius, and live your unique brand of leadership out loud in a clear, focused, and powerful way. Now, I haven't always been able to champion you in this capacity. You see, most of my life was steeped in adversity and obscurity and tragedy, and now triumph. You see, I was born into the world a misfit. I was adopted into a white family where I didn't belong, and I was a misfit. I was rejected and abandoned yet again, called bush monkey and nigganese and teased. I was a misfit. By the time I was 15 years old, I was struggling so much to just breathe, to just be me in this world. I'll tell you, I was just thinking so much about how could I take my life without adding more anguish and more pain. But I want you to know this, the power of the subconscious mind is so powerful, you have to watch your thoughts. You see, because your thoughts lead to your actions. For me, how this manifested is in a sleepwalking episode, and one night I woke up in the kitchen with a butcher knife in my hand. But the good news is that it wasn't my time to go. You see, I had much more to accomplish here than I even knew at that time. And this was a huge turning point for my life, and someone had held a mirror to me and said, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." And for the first time, I felt loved and known and celebrated. And I thought, well, how do I dress fearfully and wonderfully made? Still poor, I tore my nickel into a quarter at the thrift store to learn how to dress the colors of this dark ashy skin and my Coke bottle frame and my big nose. And wouldn't you know, I increased my confidence and I had a pep in my step, and people started treating me with a little bit more respect and kindness and sometimes compassion. Compassion created Uniquely Savvy 20 years ago when I was homeless, coming out of a domestic violence marriage. Uniquely Savvy means fearfully and wonderfully made. And you are uniquely savvy with your own unique skills and talents and abilities and passions and your own unique story that shapes your purpose as a leader and beyond. For me today as a speaker, trainer, and coach, I get to help you find your voice. I get to help you heal and be seen and known and celebrated so that you'll be more effective as a leader. The majority of my work really intersects between mindset, vision, values, and goal setting, identity, wardrobe, and appearance, executive presence, and leadership. Here's a bit on self-leadership. It's a private game. There's no comparison, it's just you. And there's no competition. Sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's lonely, but it is always full of great reward. You see, because it produces things in you that nobody can manufacture and nobody can take away from you, not even during a global pandemic. You see, it produces in you things such as deep roots of authentic identity and courage and discipline and grit and perseverance and eventually healing and resilience and kindness and courage and compassion. And compassion creates leadership. And leadership is not about titles and it is not about accolades, but it's about being in service to others, helping them develop their best selves. During this pandemic, people have often asked, what in the world compelled you to call Evergreen Hospital and ask them to tell you their 5 PPE needs? Oh, that wasn't a thing. That was just me knowing and operating from the truth of my story, because I remember what it feels like to have need, to have want, and to need to be safe and need the community to come around alongside of you. Compassion creates community. Together in community, we created 17,000 pieces of PPE and raised almost $2,000 worth of funds. I reached out to Ann Kachura and the Rotary Club and Larry Snyder and Gateway Medical Alliance and individual contributors in our community, and we did this together. Together in community, we can make a difference. Compassion creates hope. Hope for you, hope for me, hope for every person that we choose to see and acknowledge for who they are, in big ways or in small ways. Now, this reminds me of the homeless man, Jeffrey, that I met on a walk the other day with my dog. He was at the bus stop and we talked with him for about 15 minutes and he said, Kim, I wish I had my camera. I wish I could take our picture. And I said, why? Tell me more. Why do you want to take our picture? And he said, I just can't believe that you two are standing before me smiling. Compassion creates hope, and hope leads to your healing and your overcoming, your possibilities and your purpose, and the expectancy that your best is yet to come. So Toastmasters, compassion creates leadership, community, and hope. So may you reach deep for your own courage to continue the healing of your journey, so that out of that overflow, you will continue to fan the flames that compassion creates. Thank you. Be well.